Hello guys, ready for some more expressions? Okay, well, all my friends kind of like to drink and they're all a bit crazy because birds of a feather flock together. Now this proverb means that people of the same sort or with the same tastes and interests tend to form groups. People like to spend time with others who are similar to them. Examples: he'll get on with John. They're birds of a feather. They're birds of a feather. They both like football, snooker, and drinking beer. The lawyers who attended the seminar were like birds of a feather flocking together. They didn't even speak to anyone outside their group. Okay, let's talk about the word rubbish. Rubbish is what you throw away. You have household rubbish, garden rubbish, okay? Some people just dump their rubbish in the river. It's disgusting. The dustmen haven't collected the rubbish yet, okay? Now, rubbish is also used for things, comments, ideas that you think are stupid or wrong. Examples: you're talking a lot of rubbish. Oh, that's all rubbish. That's all nonsense. Ah! Do we have to listen to this rubbish music? Please. This book is a load of rubbish. Oh, cut short the rubbish and return to your muttons. I've had enough of your rubbish, of your nonsense. Rubbish, you're not fat. There are many synonyms that mean nonsense. You can also use baloney. Baloney is also a type of sausage. Example, don't give me that baloney. Gibberish means words that have no meaning. Example, you were talking gibberish in your sleep. Hot air. He talks a lot of hot air. He sounds impressive, but what he says has no real meaning or truth. It's just hot air. Hot air or blah blah. Now, other synonyms, but some people might find this offensive because it's slang, so be careful. You can say, oh, bullshit, excuse my French, or BS. You can also say bollocks, excuse my French, or excuse my French. Now, another expression I really like is, when you read official papers, papers that are written by lawyers. We all know that lawyers make a living trying to understand what other lawyers have written. So that language is very complicated. And then you can say, oh God, it's double Dutch. Double Dutch or gobbledygook. When you buy something that you have to assemble yourself, it comes with instructions, and you can say, oh my God, these instructions are written in double Dutch. Another expression is, let's go Dutch. Now, one of my students once translated let's go Dutch into allons néerlandais. Now, please be very careful when you use Google Translation, okay? That's all rubbish. So let's go Dutch is used when you go to a movie or a restaurant in a group, and each person pays for their own share, their own ticket, their own food. So let's go Dutch means let's split the bill. Example, she always insists on going Dutch when they go out together. Now, since we're at it, hello, my Dutch friends. Let's talk about Dutch courage. Dutch courage is bravery, courage you get from drinking alcohol. Examples. Let's say you want to ask your boss for a pay rise, okay? That's not an easy thing to do. So go to the pub, have a couple of shots of Dutch courage. This will help you face your boss. I had to have a drink to give me Dutch courage before my wedding. I was afraid of having to tell my husband what had happened, so I went to the pub to get some Dutch courage. We all know drink gives us Dutch courage. I should be awarded a bravery medal. Okay, let's forget about the Dutch. Next expression, my foot. It's a strong way of saying that you disagree completely with what has just been said. Example, John can't come because he's tired. Tired, my foot. Lazy, more like. I heard you were having dinner with John tonight, and you think he's going to pay for your meal. My foot. I'm 100% sure he'll want to go Dutch, believe me. Another great expression is when you put your foot in your mouth, or when you put your foot in it. This one is used when you say something embarrassing, tactless, unintentionally insulting, when you commit a social blunder by saying something foolish. Examples. I really put my foot in my mouth today. I asked Sandra if she was pregnant. She wasn't. I really put my foot in it when I asked him how his wife was doing. I didn't know she had died the year before. You need to learn to think before you speak, so that you don't put your foot in your mouth. Oh, French speakers, please don't do my foot. Next, to be in someone's shoes means to share a particular experience or a circumstance with someone else. It's when you imagine yourself in the situation of another person so as to understand or empathize with their opinion, with their point of view. Examples. It's easy to mock someone else until you're in their shoes. Try to put yourself in my shoes. I heard Serena got caught cheating. I wouldn't like to be in her shoes. Her parents are going to kill her. She may be stinking rich, but I wouldn't like to be in her shoes. Everybody in her family hates her. You can also use this idiom, walk a mile in my shoes, means try to understand me before criticizing me. Next, what do you call a person who thinks They are very cleverer than anybody else. Well, that person is called a smart Alec or a smart ass. Examples. In every classroom, there will be a smart Alec who thinks he knows everything. His smart Alec comments made him the laughing stock of the class. Tom is nothing more than a smart Alec, despised by his classmates. Nobody likes a smart Alec. But every now and then it's quite satisfying to murmur a little, "I told you so." Learning has always come easily to me. A bit too easily, maybe. See, being naturally smart has allowed me to become a lazy smart Alec. Which leads me to the last expression for today, to be full of oneself. Which means to be arrogant, self-centered, very self-satisfied, narcissistic, vain, big-headed, stuck up, egotistical, pompous, conceited. A bit like me, actually. Examples. Jack seems to honestly believe that he's the greatest scholar of our time. He's so full of himself. He believes he's better and more important than others. Mary is very unpopular. She doesn't care about other people's feelings. She's too full of herself. He was too full of himself to care about anyone else. Well, this is it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Some of my followers have unsubscribed. Well, they can all go to hell. Bye.